I'm an action taker, and I would like to inspire people to take action, to get the ball rolling, because talk is cheap, and as we all know, people talk all day long and never actually do something. There is a saying, if you do the same thing day in, day out, and you expect different results, we are classified as stupid. Look, I have a deep desire to help people. I always had that in me. I started teaching martial arts when I was 14. So when I was 16, I was teaching 14-year-olds. So teaching is pretty much in my blood. Entertaining is in my blood. So I'm used to stay in front of people and help them, teach them something, advise them, and one-on-ones, or in groups, or even bigger groups like seminars, talks, workshops. So I'm actually a quite highly self-motivated person. I always have been a high energy person, but when I changed my lifestyle about 15 years ago, I got much better. Since I haven't been sick for 15 years, and I haven't taken any medication or supplements for 15 years. I have a deep desire to help people to avoid disease. Right now, I think prevention is the key. Prevention really is the key, and it starts from a young age. We have babies who are sick, not just the normal illnesses and sicknesses people babies get. They sometimes have already cancer, diabetes, and lots of other issues. Kids, teenagers. I want them to avoid those things. There's nothing more terrifying than having kids, babies, young adults, teenagers already facing life-threatening illnesses. And the same is, of course, for adults. Nobody wants to be sick. Nobody wants to die early, right? No one. But we all sometimes, having a hard time to apply the right things in life, because all the temptations out there, bad foods, bad habits, bad things, drugs, alcohol, the list goes on. And we can just talk about that for half an hour. So my motivation is to show people the light, and take their hand, and walk them through a door, where they can live a life in unbreakable health and high energy and happiness, which is the other thing. It's a happy mind, a strong mind and body. It all goes hand in hand. So we have to develop a strong mind, strong habits, healthy habits. We can sometimes have a day off, and have a bum day. That's totally cool, I think. As I always say, what we do on a daily basis, that will, shape or break our life, will shape our destiny to a high extent. I'm so motivated to pass that knowledge, which I have, learned and studied for the last 20 years plus, where I was a competing athlete when I was, age, 8. I started as a very young kid. I started competing and then wrestling and judo and stuff. So I've been on that path for a long time, and I want to pass that on to people, because people are now lost. They're confused. People are confused by so many marketing-induced, misleading information, by the media. So they see one expert says this, one expert says this, and then we have so many gimmick diets on there, and we want to try quickly. People, we pay them a price for the book, for the seminar, for the diet, for the package we buy, and it's all crap. It's all crap and rubbish. It doesn't work in the long term. I'm after long-term results that people can, but I apply to my own life. That's why I always say I'm the inspiration itself, because people can see it. I'm still competing, I'm still fighting, I'm still running, I'm still doing things. At the same time, I have to run my business. I do my talks, I do coachings. I have a boot camp as well, which I like to, help people hands-on and doing character building exercises, in the sand and in the water and stuff. So everything you can see, if you do it, it will happen. The right people around you, the right habits applied, the right technologies, and this is it. There is one important quote I want to quickly pass on to you, which people have to understand. If we break the laws of nature, nature will eventually break us. So what I always try to pass on is some simple steps, because if we make it complicated, people do nothing. So it has to be simple, it has to be easy to do, easy to apply in your life. So it's going to be easy steps in fitness, in nutrition, in the complete picture, holistic lifestyle, which includes good sleep, sunshine, positive thoughts, positive attitude towards life. Very important to develop a resilience and the ability to handle rejection, failure, all those things, and stay positive and do it anyway. keep going. This is the most important thing. Keep going. What I really would like to do people is that they take action, that they do something. Not, we all have read books, we all attended seminars, and we all know we are motivated for 2 or 3 days, and we may even, keep a few changes up for one day, 2 days, for a week or for 2 weeks, and then usually it goes back to normal. And that's why we're facing such an epidemic of disease and obesity, overweight people in our society. So the secret really is to walk away with a few simple basic steps you can apply in your life straight away, and then keep going with it. Make that a habit. Make a good thing a habit, not just the bad things. Break a few bad habits and replace them with some good ones. I think that's so easy to achieve, if we really want to do it. If we don't want to do this, it's very hard to to make someone do anything if they don't want to, obviously. So a bit of self-motivation and the desire to change, to get better, to lose weight, to become healthier, to sleep better, to have more energy, to be a bit more positive, has to be there as well. So to change, to initiate change, to start, we have to sometimes break that state, and we have to be, I call it like a laugh sandwich, a bit of tough love, a bit of laugh, and a bit of, tough love. So it's in between, there is something nice, but sometimes we have to, look, when I come over and talk, I'm not there in the first place to make friends. I'm there to create change. So people actually get something out of my talk. They go home and I'm still in their head and they think of what I said, It's, if you make people feel something, they take it away, That sits with them. If I make them laugh, if I make them cry, if I make them think, if I draw a few pictures and they're really in their heads, and it stays with them, that's what I want. I want people to not just come and listen to my talk and then say, oh, I was good, I was bad, I liked him or not. That's not my goal. My goal is to make them action takers, to get results. I'm a results-driven person, always have been. I'm looking for results in myself, in my own life, and the same I'm looking for in the participants of my seminars, or when I coach or counsel people or advise people. I always look for results. That's the most important thing. If they like me or not, this is not the most important thing. I'm not there to collect a paycheck. For me, it's really important to tell people the truth. Most people don't even know why we have such a misery out there. They believe like cancer and heart disease is a common thing now, which is not the case. It's all caused by ourselves. It's the way we live, the way we eat, the way we think, As I said, everything is now, life is online, so they can just contact me on my website, send me an email, give me a call, or contact me on social media, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is, we're living in a social media driven world. So I think it's easy to get in touch with me, and then most likely we're going to have a chat, a little conversation, either in person or over the phone, and hopefully we can get the ball rolling, and I can inspire your team, your people, to get the best out of life,